Hello, Scrollsrack, Smogan and Sysp here to show off the test games for our new build here. We've got a modification of Mono Energy Ranged, originally built, at least this particular version of the deck, originally built by NRP123, one of the best players we have, and we have taken his list and modified it based on what we anticipate some changes to be based on the new patch that is currently on the test server. So Sysp will be, let's see what he's running out against us to challenge us as I pilot our new build here.
So we were talking a little bit in the deck building process here that we were a little bit scared of poison. So let's put it to the works right away. Let's run poison and see
He
how
has
it
decay
fares.
going. And I've got a decent start here with the Dust Runner. We'll see if he can counter that with Mangy Rat or something like that.
I have a bit
Oh, I guess
of a-
Mangy Rat does not trigger the Dust Runner.
No.
Or won't be poisoned, but it won't poison the Dust Runner.
Oh, it doesn't. So let's see what I drop here. I think I'll drop Tribesman anyways.
4 health, that's relevant. And for those that haven't seen the previous video, you can see the actual deck being built by checking out the previous video as well as the link below this current one.
Oh, that's a nice car.
I got a 1 and a 2.
Yeah, sure do.
Aw, no attack for my hired smuggler.
Yeah, it's gonna synergize nicely with my countdown as well here, so
Yeah.
it's gone well when mine is down too. But we have a chance of killing it now. Not sure what you want to do. More dust. More smuggler. You're running a weenie deck on me?
I am, absolutely. I cheated. Switched out my deck.
Okay, wow. It's interesting.
I'm not
here
sure
with
if
the-
you're running MER Curse. That's the only reason I would split in this situation. But you are running Miasma Well, which very nicely counters my low health units.
Let's see how it works.
Alright, pitch for scrolls here.
I think I should have moved there to threaten something else than the dust runner there, but hindsight is 2020.
Right.
Uh,
I'm going to invest in early bombard here.
yeah. Not a bad play. Draw that damage.
Maybe I can top deck a spark next to finish off the well.
Yeah, this one has a lot of awkward stuff in it for a versus you, I would say. I don't know how much I want to protect my sort of knowing there.
How heavily to invest? Oh, Vibe Bear will do it.
Try that and see. It looks like, I mean, it's not exactly charge coil, but it's gonna be pretty impactful on your stuff,
Yeah.
so I guess you have to invest something in it. Oh, Forge is only 4 health now. What
That
in the world?
is a little different.
What in the world? Oh. Well, that's a good draw. To say Blight Seed is not very tempting to play versus you, I have to say.
I will probably kill whatever you play it on.
Yeah.
Infectious Blight, though.
And the Dust Runner also takes 1, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So first coil activation there felt good.
Yeah, I'll say.
Felt on par now.
And now I have to deal with it right away.
Really good play there. Yeah.
So now I am in a lot of trouble. I'm going to lose 2 units, and my last creature will be poisoned here pretty quickly.
You see that I have one scroll in hand, right? And I'm losing the bottom idol. Just throwing it out there. That
Yeah.
lot of trouble is strong.
Yeah.
I would say. Oh, wherefore art thou so clumpy? Okay.
Okay.
Why are you so clumping versus Thundersurge? Oh wait, he doesn't have it. But Storm Runner and all of that is still a very big consideration. Yes.
Right. Well, I actually don't. I'm kind of in an interesting situation here where I'd like to deal with that infectious blight, but I just can't.
Mm. It makes it a little bit of a counter towards Forge as well. On the other hand, Forge
Yeah.
is also a counter versus Infectious Blight. So it looks like it's gonna take some damage at least. That's good. Ooh!
Oh no.
Ooh! Oh, that was a top deck, if I ever saw one. How good is
Oh,
that?
cluster hex. And now you
How-
get to take out the forge.
How good is that there? That is pretty sweet.
So that's what I need to be spacing around as best I can. I don't know if I could have necessarily.
And it's gonna jump also, so I guess I can still continue protecting here. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you approve as well. That's good. But if this is the turn where you play a structure, then
Yeah.
and get it dying. How there? So this is a good structure to play.
Still gonna leave everything alive, unfortunately, but
Oh, okay, it was over there, not bombard. Yeah, but still. Ah, that's pretty strong.
make it so if you do want to take out my gun, you're gonna lose something. Oh, I guess does overdrive trigger at the beginning? I can't remember anymore.
It's
At the
continues
beginning.
to begin.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you could clear that road pretty easily.
Yep.
I was thinking I'd get an attack off after the attack.
Oh,
but- well.
sadly.
It used to work that way, didn't it? Before they changed it, and I just forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like with cars, you can never remember what triggers it.
Right.
That is good though.
But now I am empty-handed.
Now you are empty-handed.
Another well.
Oh well. That's scary, huh?
It was either him or the Cursemonger. The Cursemonger is not relevant this turn, and I'm hoping I can find a spark soon to finish it. I have done a little bit of idle damage at least.
This is a gambling deck, gambling man's deck now. I have to say. What?
Blight Seed, okay. Very cursed.
Very cursed. Dispersal.
I do have the dispersal.
Oh.
Now do you have poison to not let my hired smuggler get an attack off?
I wish I had brain lice, but I guess I have
Infectious blight will work.
to line up for the
Sudden eruption?
yeah. Felt like I maybe should have waited there, but I don't know. Yeah, it works too.
Right in that Canada.
Nice game, this.
I've been playing a lot of growth lately. It's nice to have removal in my hand again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Can
Revenant.
imagine. Let's try it.
How mean.
That's what I should have put the light seed on instead.
Oh, on the Revenant. Yeah, which works with that ward.
Yeah. Not fantastically versus you. Know. You have some ways of taking it out.
Yeah.
But Could have been a little bit more long-lived, maybe. First idle damage there. Wow, nice.
Yeah.
So nice.
Let's see.
You definitely hold your own there. You have strong plays at this point. 7 resources and 4 scrolls is not great
Too
for me.
bad. I would have been very happy to drop a fulmination conduit instead of that cannon there.
Can imagine. Well, that curse hex felt fairly strong.
Yeah. Let's see.
That does take up my entire turn, though, which I don't like.
Yeah.
It's very hard to drop anything when you're dropping curse hex, but I mean the effect is definitely there. It's
pretty good.
it is decent.
That was not a good turn, by the way. Gun auto go.
No, it was probably not what you wanted there.
Okay.
I'm starting to feel some of the effects here. I mean, the Oculus definitely helped here,
Yeah.
for countering most stuff. But here the problem starts a little bit for you, I think.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time. I'm getting, I don't know, it might just be random draw. I had a lot of my high counts early, but I'm not doing anything impactful on my turns.
Here, I think I'm actually gonna save my Blight Bear for later turns. Gonna conserve it a little bit, even though.
Yeah. Let's see.
I've seen it in the middle, but I mean, on the other hand, you have that jumping. Yeah. Okay. So you take it out. Probably a good play. That get killed. It's better to move into the middle here, I think.
And the Oblivion Seeker.
Yep.
Okay. I'm rereading Power Trip for like the 9th time because I can't remember what the numbers are.
I think that the cluster hex is interesting just because it's basically a new scroll, a completely new scroll, because it doesn't really resemble the old cluster hex at all in how it plays. I mean, it's not a tempo play in any shape or form now. It's like this is my turn, but it's pretty powerful kind of card instead.
Right.
That they didn't have before, so pretty interesting. Yeah. There are definitely some interesting things going on in this game so far. So how the position versus this done? Do I just like that? Most just crap out stuff and see what sticks.
See if I can take care of it all.
Lots of armor on that one.
Indeed.
That feels wise. Do you have a blocker or something here?
I don't think I need unless you have another curse.
Yeah, well, I guess I don't do that much damage to it.
see how this goes. See if you can take care of it.
You can see how if you played it the other way around.
I would lose. Oh, and you do have the cluster hex. I guess I should have known when you're all the way through your deck, but
yeah, I only have one scroll left. Not sacking that.
I didn't realize it was round 19 already. But
Yeah,
I think we're still okay.
We burned through this pretty fast. Awkward positioning are us here then. Pretty good turns here, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, power trip maybe?
We used power trip just to kind of cycle last turn. I do have
Big bombard play.
I can't do that.
You sack. For some more options, or well, you get a completely fresh draw, so you don't really know what you're drawing either. For resources, wow, 13 resources. Forge.
Use them all. Oh, I don't know why I placed that there. That was really poor. Wanted to place that at the bottom.
Yeah, no, you're taking a blight.
Yeah, there's no reason for that. This is why I cast more scrolls than I play.
Feels like it's a misclick.
I wish it was a misclick. I was just not thinking clearly. I think I assumed Light Bearer was going to go down to 1 health. What was going through my head.
Yeah. Awkward. I want to move the Boghound back here for next turn, but that doesn't work really properly.
Another Seeker.
Because now I can't do the sequence I want next turn. Get the 4 attack of the Boghound.
Yeah.
I'll do it anyways. YOLO!
Yeah. Ugh. Okay.
Oh.
I do have that. That means I lose my forwards to my misplay earlier.
Yeah, that doesn't do much. Yeah.
Maybe you'll forget to move.
Could. But I don't know if I should. Interesting sack here. Wow, so that didn't help much. Oh,
the Blight Seed.
Mangarat is so bad versus you. I think I'll
He is pretty bad versus me.
I think I'll sack that next turn instead. I think Blight Seed is not fantastic either, but on the other hand,
Well, you put it on the Oblivion Seeker, which I can kill. It just feels bad. But I think it's the right play.
probably. It's decent for me. It's 15 scrolls.
Yeah.
I would say.
Basically, you trade 2 for 2.
Yeah, exactly.
More cluster hex.
Let's not have anything on the board, shall we?
Yeah. That cluster hex has been good, that's for sure.
I mean, after the cycle here, it's really good.
Yeah. Now I've played something impactful. Let's see if I can get it to stick.
Yeah, looks likely.
Wouldn't that feel good off a conduit to play Thea and then bombard?
Yeah, that would be nice. That was a bad play. Should have played around Oculus, but what do you do? So it would be better to have the Harvester row up, actually.
I do have the Oculus.
Mm.
The question is, I think... I just think there's nothing that I can do about the 2 damage.
You think it's 2 damage?
I was hoping it was going to stay 2 damage. 2 damage. Cluster Hex Brain Lice makes me really sad. Oh, Curse Presence. Double Curse Presence. Okay. I guess I still got a 3-for-1 for it, but you can afford to make that trade at this point.
Yeah.
I really wanted any creature in the game to play in front, or any of my structures, and I did not quite hit it. Oh, and that's good too. Dang. Okay.
Yeah, it's really back and forth. The problem is that you're not terribly out of range for a bombard player if you just snipe me.
To just kind of win.
And just kind of win, yeah. And my sniping abilities in this deck isn't at an all-time high, I have to say. So you do have that edge.
Yeah.
So it's starting to look like it might
swinging
become a
back
problem.
a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I would say so. So with that in mind, let's try to
have things that can stand on idols.
Yeah, protect a little bit here.
Okay.
Reaper in front mostly because of Canonetta and stuff. And Oculus again. Oculus is really scary.
Yeah, Oculus is still quite good.
That works. Yeah, you're not sucking any Oculuses in this game, I think.
No.
It's pretty much what you want to dig for. I think you do. You have thrown away the conduit, right?
I've thrown away the conduit a few times. Only got to play it once.
Yeah, it's not for every board state, for but it's pretty good for its effect. Let's see what you end up with here.
Not sure if I want to space around Cluster Hex or not in this situation. Like, I think I might.
A good question.
I think I will, just because I'm mad at it right now.
Yeah. Don't blame me.
I've underestimated it the 3 times you've played it, so maybe I should stop underestimating it.
Could be one thing you could do.
All right. Another unit popping.
Nine scrolls and 9 resources and 5. There are 6 now. It's actually pretty scary.
I'm trying to find the
Kill.
kill. I don't think I have it.
I mean, but it's like could be like Dustron and machinated and stuff like this at this point. So it's starting to look pretty scary. Just have to make sure that you... Yeah, that's a good play. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So I'm supposed to be blocking for that one then? And how the hell?
Yeah, I don't think you can effectively block for that one anymore.
Am I doing that? Blight's still not too good. I think I'll actually kill the dust here.
Okay. We're just going to see what happens here.
Yeah, I have a very real chance of losing this game right now. That is not good. No, that's not good either.
I didn't do the math. I didn't want to know. Ah, darn. I was hoping the Cursed Monger would die.
Could you? Maybe if you put the canonet on the yeah, I think if you put the canonet on the higher smuggler in the other way around, I think it would die. It would die, yeah. Then you would have canonet would have dealt 2 to the first one and 1 to the bog hound. Then smuggler would have finished it off, and then
then 4 and 2. Yep, that would have worked pretty well.
That would have worked. But it's that hindsight again. I actually want to play what I have in hand here, but...
Ooh.
That's not a good turn. No! I can't do that. What am I doing? That's not a good turn either. I actually won a game the other day with the guy using roasted bean potion to move past my
Oh, really? And it got the trigger.
Got the trigger.
Power trip there, just a cycle.
That's awkward pause when they move the second time.
Yeah.
then the stones crumbling.
Yeah.
As the surrender came through, yeah. It was close to that, I have to say. Am I dead?
No. Oh, that was a bad move once again. Oh, actually, the cannon's gonna die. That's why I did that. Okay. I'm not crazy.
Crazy like a fox. Yeah. This is not looking good.
The cannons have been just all-stars.
Yeah, they're crazy in this matchup. No, I can't do that all the time.
That's what they do.
Or I can.
I mean, your other option is just losing to Bombard or Overdrive.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. There's not really that many good plays here, but I'm pretty sure if there were, and that wasn't one of them. I think I pretty much just lose here, don't I? You have machinated, and then it's like, okay, I have
I'm
that.
digging. Oh, I found the machinated. Okay.
You need to have some. You need to have something else that kills. Yeah, machinated would work here.
Yeah, I think I'm doing the math, and that should be it.
Yeah, the math checks out. Pretty early here. Good game. Nice
good
game.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was a good one, and it definitely felt like it was. I can see there's some holes in my build as well. With Mangaret, for instance, not being very good, and Blightseed is probably a little bit too cute than good here as well.
So two things that players are going to be playing around with that this deck is quite good against.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if those will actually. I mean, Mangaret is still like a one
He's still a 1 health guy.
And Blight Seed is still situational, even though it's a little bit more. So definitely not at his best versus energy, I would say.
Yeah.
But let's try the other approach then, if you'd challenge here.
I will say I wanted more 4 and 5 drop plays that game.
Okay,
now,
interesting.
Energy just doesn't have a lot of those that are good options. So
the one with, yeah.
I don't know that Ironclad Reaver was what I was missing necessarily, but something.
It's interesting. Okay, so now we're trying it versus growth instead and seeing how it fares. Growth, yeah.
And I get the option of going first, which is great. I threw away a hand that had a bunch of good stuff, including early stuff, but it was double bombard, and I didn't want to have to sacrifice those. For those that are watching and pounding their heads against their desks, wondering why I sacrificed that hand.
Yep. All
right, Novator.
Yeah, bombard is not good. You can stomach 1 in the opening hand, but 2 is very close.
Tough.
Yeah. So let's see here. Can do the
Brave.
Omnipresent Brave here. See if you have. And here is like a turn where you usually don't kill it.
Right.
Rather play a 3-coster.
Now I have to choose a route for what my play line is going to look like.
Definitely.
And I think that's going to be it. We'll see.
And that looks scary. And I will certainly
now you play Massive Enchantment on the Brave. No, you don't run those decks.
No.
Against a random player that I didn't know, I would have sparked the Brave there. Just in case they were playing that deck.
Yeah. I mean, if I play... yeah, I think they cost 4 now, so to ward it. Both Oakblood and the Veil cost 4, so...
I've got the early cannon.
He is big.
I don't know if I can ride him to victory necessarily, but I'm certainly going to try.
He certainly is big, I'll give him that.
Interesting. You dare challenge me?
What options do I have? He's big.
He is big. That's what he does. He's big.
That armor is not bad.
I'm trying to think. What are you playing? I don't know exactly what deck you're playing. You could have +4 attack. You could have double Stagheart for +4 attack. And that would get there.
Yeah.
That would get there. And that would just be very sad for me.
That it would.
So what we're going to do...
play it safe.
Is be cowardly / play it safe.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
I've never ran from a mangy wolf before, but here I am.
Yeah, I think it seems like a good call there. Herm. Ho hum, ho hum.
Even been like Ragged Crimson might have got there.
Yeah, there was a lot of plays I could have had. Not many I did have though. I did have Ragged Crimson.
Did you?
Good. Yeah, it was a good read. Isn't that the saddest thing ever? What do I do against that then?
Come challenge.
No.
Please?
Yeah. No.
A brute.
Yeah. You don't have a crazy hand here, but on the other hand, you have crazy resources. So this is like a turn where fulmination is very scary. And don't even need to pop it here. You can wait a turn, sack for 2 scrolls again, and then
see what I can find.
Starting looking worse and worse here. Yeah, exactly.
I'd love to move up and challenge you here. And no, I got to burn a Mystic, so I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
5 could go.
Tempted to pop the conduit? And
I am, yeah, and just unload some weenies. I can't do anything phenomenal with it. Well, no, I can't. But I can just move up, basically.
Could move up.
I'm just going to pass.
Bit risky. Yeah, I think I would just block here.
Because again, like I don't know you have Crimson Bowl, but if you had Crimson Bowl, that would have destroyed the play I would have made.
Yeah.
Or veteran, or just so many things could have gone wrong.
Big dudes are us.
Oh yeah. I'm just going to keep drawing burns. How about that?
Yeah, burn, or I mean, rather that than Oculus, and at this point, I would probably say. Yeah, it's challenging, to say the least. What can I have here?
You could have Mangy Crimson, I think is what I'm most scared of, but not on 5 resources.
No.
But that would have been really bad. Rumble.
Didn't necessarily get the job fully done, but
well, now you can get the conduit if you have a creature.
Yeah, that I do. I can do like that.
Okay. Let's see here.
It's not fantastic. I mean, any bombard play, anything here is like very tough for me to beat. Bombard state is great. Kills everything. Draws a scroll. Guess bombard machinate is also pretty bad.
I certainly have options.
Even just dispersal here is pretty horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have me here though. This looks good. Yeah, I definitely don't feel favored, I have to say.
I have to be very careful how I position this. I think I know what I'm doing though.
And this is pretty much the meta deck from earlier, so...
Oh, I screwed it up. No, I didn't. I didn't screw it up. I'm very proud of myself for not screwing this up.
Oh, they're doing that play. I can't even...
I think that was my best play. I had about 9 plays with that Storm Runner.
It did work.
It did work.
Very neat.
So I lost my conduit, but I was okay with it because it's still a nice blocker.
How am I ever reclaiming it? You can definitely see that the Cannon Automaton is doing some serious work here.
Yeah, I'm happy with him.
Well, glad you're happy with him. I'm not excited with him here. That's for sure. No, it looks very solid. I mean, it's one of those places where you can afford to rush it out versus growth, and you have now a lot of ways of dropping it on turn 4 or even turn 3. So. Scary.
What's going to happen next turn?
Yeah, nothing good will come with this. I think it's machinated on a Storm Runner, but I can't hit it.
You know, this could almost use... What's that not particularly good 1-cost Surge plus Attack scroll?
one is that?
Plus attack equal to your surge. I don't even remember what it's called.
Oh, the Vicious Strike.
Yeah, you could almost make use of that for big Stormrunner players who plays off the conduit.
Almost.
It's not as good as Machinated, of course, but you can only run 3 Machinated.
Horrible place for us.
You get to kill something.
You too. right back at you.
Yeah.
This looks like a eruption turn, I have to say.
I can eruption if I want, and I think that's just tough to beat. I still can't kill the mangy though if that happens.
Well, boo-hoo.
Actually, no, maybe. No, but I don't think I can. Well, maybe I can now. 10. Yep. Okay.
Eruption Spark. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Extra board clear to me, yeah.
Yeah, that conduit allows for some plays.
Plays for days. Yikes. I have really no answer for the automaton.
You can get the Stormrunner at least, but
Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, no, it's menacing. I guess counters built with binding root could maybe have something.
freeze it, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like with the build like being like it is now, it's very tough to deal with. Don't see
And then
it.
Potion of Resistance as well, obviously very good against growth.
Yeah. I hear it's a keeper.
Well, you're winning that side of the board.
I think it's a strong term. I think we're fairly even at that side of the board, I would say. See after your turn how much waiting time they're doing over there. It could have been worse. It could have also been a lot better. Wow. What can I actually hit here, like, reliably? It's not a ton. Do I do here? Do I just... Very close to just losing here.
Or the Mirth. If I don't find Violent Dispersal or Spark Burn, I think I've used all my burns.
Well, you can just kill me also.
I could just have Bombard plays for the win too.
Yeah,
But
pretty
we'll
much.
see if I can find them. Well, there's a Dispersal. Right off the top when I needed it.
Hmm?
Aw, you're supposed to protect your forge, Mr. Gunn.
Well, had an off day there.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
I don't mean to be condescending.
No, I know. I do know. But it's starting to feel a little bit unfair. I think it's game this turn.
I don't have it. I don't quite have it. I'm pretty close, but...
Yeah, that you are. Oof. Oof. Oh well, could be worse. I think I lose here, but
Ragged. You get to take out the cannon?
yeah.
All right.
Mission
That gets there.
accomplished. There you go.
And I do have
GG.
machinated for the,
Yeah,
for the
GG.
7. But I'm going to kill
Do
the
you have
Mystic
a
just
burn
because.
well?
I'll
Yeah.
dig for one.
Kill
No.
both? No?
Nope. But
Sad
I will set an
bad.
eruption for 1 and be like, more damage.
Oh, it hit the Mystic as well. There you go.
It's all my residual anger for the last 6 months of Scrolls.
Well, certainly did get your revenge here.
I
No,
did, yes.
it felt good playing with good decks this time.
Yeah.
I think that we can definitely say, like, just with the consistency of your draws and the power of it, that the deck looks like a
It
contender.
feels good, and the conduit feels really good.
It did, right? I think that the don't necessarily know if the changes we made improved it a ton, but I can definitely see that Conduit is a good player.
Yeah.
I think that the synergy with Power Trip, like what I'm eyeing there is just how well it went with both being redundant to Power Trip, but also combining with it,
Right.
which is not something that redundancy does. So I think that just makes the deck extremely explosive now.
Yeah.
And if compared to NERP's list that were running automatons in that slot only
More
for ramp, I
gradual
think that-
ramp, and we're pure like we're just gonna explode and play it anyway.
I think this one can maybe have the cake and eat it too and be really explosive, and that
Yeah.
also set up. I mean, you have a bit of more sniping potential versus the late game decks. So as long as you get off to a decent start, I think you can really
You
do
have
some
pretty good
really.
reach.
I don't know. The automaton was very very good as well. I felt in the last game, just ramping it up like that.
The cannon automaton, yeah.
Yeah, I mean versus growth, it's a really tough scroll to deal with. So
Yeah, and you had options to get there, but they were all 2 or 3 card combos. And if you can just protect the cannon in the middle, it's hard for them to get through a unit and kill it.
basically just play like dust runners in front of it. It's
Yeah.
very hard to find a
Yeah.
play that actually kills it. And I definitely see also that one thing I did add to my build that could also be interesting now that cannon is an option is piercing projectile.
Oh yes, because getting up
Because
to 6 on that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I have two in mind, and it's just the how good it is with Dust Runner, how good it is with Smuggler, but
Yeah.
especially also now with having Cannon Automaton in the deck, it's a pretty neat combo as well. It was good before, but it was a little bit. He was just on the brink of being playable in that
Yeah.
deck. I think it's probably over the top now that he could go in now in place of the Reaver, because I was both Reavers I wasn't too happy with. I mean, they're basically just gamming up the board in that deck.
The
Both
Tempest
are,
and the Ironclad.
yeah, but I think that the Cannon Automaton might be, even though it's more expensive than both options, given that we added ramp to the deck to drop it more
You can get
reliably in the right one, and also that it's a much more relevant play with Bombard and the best play with Piercing Projectile as well. Yeah, it makes me think that maybe that's the way of going with it.
Yeah. So my first change after those games is to drop the Thea, which was probably a reach anyway, even though it does go well with all the ramp there, but for the third cannon and be more consistent with that play.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think I will when I continue thinking with this, because I most certainly will. I will definitely consider the piercing projectile as well. It's also the fact with machinated is basically if you have piercing projectile in hand and you have machinated in hand, if you have any ranged creature attacking,
It's a very viable threat.
I mean, and also like if it's a smuggler, for instance.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You're hitting for 8/4/2 and then drawing a scroll.
Yes, that's quite nice.
There's a ton of combos with it. So
Yeah.
I just love pretty much every time I get to play with piercing projectile. I think it's very strong. So it's just a matter of hitting. I mean, if you look at the creature and structure count, 27 definitely.
You wouldn't want to
like,
take out any more creatures, I don't think.
no, it's an iffy counter. So you need to cut spells.
Maybe
there,
the overdrive. I mean, it's really nice with the cannon, obviously.
Yeah, I think it's been performing so well. I think what I did cut down on was definitely on the top part of the card. I did cut down on. I only ran one dispersal, for instance,
Okay.
and and I think I ran 2 thunder surges, but
Yeah.
it's definitely I've cut the top part of the curve there to give a little bit more variety in threats there, but added more on the bottom part of the curve just to have better consistency and better early game.
That makes sense.
Be interesting to see how this goes. I think it's definitely energy range in general looks pretty strong, I would say.
Yeah, there's a lot of big plays you can make, and we'll see what other folks can tinker with. This has just been one version. I mean, there's versions out there with Boom Reavers as your 3-drop instead of Storm Runner, and really taking advantage of Piercing Projectile and all sorts of things you can do right now.
Yeah, definitely.
But we'll go ahead and leave this there with 2 test games. You can see the first deck building video in the link below, or the link to the deck on Scrollsrack. Though keep in mind the Scrollsrack link will not have the updated text until the patch actually drops. But until then, this has been Smogan and Sysp with Scrollsrack number 4. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.